Here are my favourite fragrances I've been wearing for this last summer. Two honourable mentions, I will be going with Zenith Deep from French Avenue. I will say this is actually a pretty decent fragrance for the price. However, I will say that it is quite basic because it has that sort of Bleu de Chanel sort of soapy body wash sort of vibe. But for sort of every day, like going to the office or just going out, like going to the store or, just a general day out in the sun, it's not too bad. And another honourable mention is going to be Afnan Tarathi Blue. This makes a very good rendition of Bulgari Tiger. The only real problem I have with this fragrance is that you have to macerate it for at least a couple of weeks. Once you let it macerate, it absolutely it performs like a beast and projection is pretty decent. So my first pick on this list is going to be Davidoff Cool Water Intense. It lasts a lot longer than the Eau de Toilette. It does have a slightly thicker DNA than the Eau de Toilette, but it also does mean that it projects a little bit better and it lasts longer. The only thing with it is it's quite basic, it's aquatic, but I still think it's a very good classic fragrance that I think you can still rock today. The next on my list is Riff's Freeze. I think I did buy into the hype mostly with this one because of the fact that it had a minty vibe to it, which I don't really get much of. I seem to get more of that sort of tea and musk sort of scent, but I still think it's definitely worthwhile. This is a great gym scent, but I do find that it projects quite strongly and it also does have a very large silage, so I do find that it can be a little bit overwhelming in some spaces, but I still think for the price, given how fresh this is, you really can't go wrong with it. And I don't think this would actually be a list if I didn't include velixir Icarus. Now this is one of my more recent pickups and it just smells, it's unlike anything I've ever smelled before. Pear, bergamot, and then it dries down into just a sweet sort of very fruity. But I've reached for this quite a few times ever since I bought it. Next up on my list is Aromatics French Avenue's Frostbite. Now this one is definitely not blind buy safe as it opens with a very strong and prominent blueberry, but then it dries down into a very powdery and very airy but very fresh fragrance. So for the next one, I'm actually going to do two date night fragrances. The first one being Lattafa Assad Bourbon, but it just has that very nice sweet opening accord. It does come across quite fresh to start with. It just has a very unique blend of cacao and vanilla. And for my last fragrance, I'm going to go with YSL Myself Le Parfum. Now, in contrast to the Lattafa, if you really are looking for something a little bit more out there, this is definitely the one for you. As I find for the YSL Myself line, this is the best of the bunch. Very strong vanilla in that DNA. This is definitely the more unique one, and the projection and silage from it is absolutely ridiculous. And those are just some of my best summer fragrances, but what do you think? Do some of these fit the bill, or do you think you'd rate them differently, or do you think some of them do not belong on this list? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching.